Hey now, Team Fireball, Matt Haywood here from the Star Wars Time Show to recap and review the latest episode of Star Wars Resistance, which is titled No Escape Part 2, aka S1E21. The episode picks up immediately where the last one left off, so Kaz is still reeling over the fact that he just witnessed his homeworld getting Alderaan by the First Order. I have to say that Christopher Sean absolutely slayed this scene, by the way, because he really brought the emotion to Kaz's voice to make you feel for his loss. Kudos, Christopher, on that scene and your work as Kaz overall. You're our guy. Anyway, Kaz isn't about sulking, so he and Tora go back to break out Doza and Yeager from their shared cell. Meanwhile, Niku informs Kaz of his plan to flush the First Order off the station by opening hatch doors to suck them out into the ocean. The plan works masterfully, so Team Fireball is starting to turn the tide against the First Order. While this is going down, Commander Pyre is lamenting the fact that he keeps losing troopers, so Tierney calls him out for losing control of the station. He commits to a more aggressive defense plan, but he also suggests that they all leave the planet with Tam and Stowe, so they head off for a shuttle. As they leave Doza's office, he and Yeager break in to take back control of the station. They contact Kaz and ask for his help to go save Tam, which he of course agrees to. He's our hero after all. All parties come to a head at the landing platform, and Tam is presented with a major choice: leave with the First Order or rejoin her friends. Not surprisingly, she joins the First Order as she still believes Team Fireball betrayed her trust. So Tierney's mind games clearly worked on her, and as I predicted, she's joined the bad guys, which will make for some very interesting plot lines next season. After Tam'S Betrayal, a massive shootout ensues as Niku begins to fly the Colossus out of the ocean. Yes, it was a space station after all. Yeager commands the team to head to the hangars to get their ships to defend the Colossus from incoming TIE attacks. While this is going on, Doza breaks out the Aces and commands them to do the same. An awesome air battle ensues as the good guys try to defend the Colossus's escape. The pirates even show up, led by Sonara, and they actually do the right thing and defend the Colossus too. This is another prediction of ours that came true, and it was a fun moment to behold. Just as it appears if the good guys were going to win, a Star Destroyer comes into orbit and starts blasting the Colossus. So Kaz orders a retreat to the station so they can make the jump to hyperspace to go to Dakar. Before they can return though, Kaz pulls off some impressive piloting maneuvers and shoots down Major Von Reg, who is nearly ready to do the same to Yeager. Team Fireball, the Aces, and the Pirates all make it back to the Colossus just in time for it to make the jump to hyperspace. So a mini celebration ensues. That gets a bit spoiled by the fact that Tam left them, and also because Niku informs everyone that he didn't get all of Dakar's coordinates in on time, so they have no idea where they're going next. Star Wars Resistance Season 1 in the books, my friends. The end. I absolutely love this episode, and it may have just become my favorite of the season. This episode was fantastic from start to finish thanks to its focus on the emotions of our main characters, as well as the awesome climax sequence that featured a major betrayal, a good old-fashioned Star Wars shootout, and of course, a massive air battle. I have to once again commend Christopher Sean for his performance in this episode, because his work during the opening scene was one of the most beautifully voice-acted emotional moments I've ever seen. He just nailed Kaz's gutted feeling after seeing his homeworld get vaporized, and it just made Kaz feel even more like a real Star Wars hero, even though he wasn't ever featured in a Skywalker movie. Tam'S Betrayal was also a standout moment, and it definitely paid off on my prediction that she would join the Order. I think this narrative choice sets up all sorts of intriguing plotlines next season as Tam finds her way with the Order, which you know will intersect with whatever Team Fireball is up to. In fact, I think her, Tierney, and Pyre will be the main team behind tracking down the Colossus, so I can't wait to see how that all pans out. Prepare for some awkward reunions a la Kenobi seeing Anakin for the first time after he became Vader. Finally, the air battle at the end of this episode is now up there with some of the best space battles the franchise has ever featured. It was super exciting to watch, and Kaz's heroics at the end to save Yeager and kill Von Reg epitomized Miller time. It was just a fantastic rush of a finish to a fantastic first season. It's sad to think that this will be my last Star Wars Resistance recap and review for a while, but hopefully we will put out some fun speculative content for where the show may go next season over the coming months. Stay tuned to Star Wars Time, because there's always time for Star Wars Time. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Haywood, and may the Force be with you, always.